What's up, everybody? If you want to join the greatest online Star Wars community, the Fandom Menace, make sure you hit that subscribe button before today's video starts, so you don't miss out on any updates and you're always the first to know when our newest videos go live. I'm at a point in my life where stupidity should never faze me. I mean, I work on the internet, I see a lot of stupid crap all the time. But one thing that always gets my blood to boil is when a company that produces entertainment all of a sudden wants to make said entertainment disappear because it's currently offensive. So I've never talked about either of these two shows, but I do enjoy them thoroughly. The Boondocks and Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Both Adult Swim shows that some of you may have watched, and I even partook in buying Aqua Teen Hunger Force merchandise. I used to wear a Meatwad hat. I went and saw the film in theaters the opening night. Big fan. And now at the Boondocks. Read the comic strip, watched the show every Monday night after Raw in college, and loved it. It really brought a lot of me and other friends together over our love of that show. But now, we're not allowed to have nice things anymore because it might be offensive to some people. I'm not white, and I'm also not offended by any of these cultural stereotypes in these shows. They technically reflect me, but you know what? It's comedy and it's funny. And guess what, world? We need some humor, because 2020 is a big joke, but not a good one. So this is the official news story. Adult Swim permanently retires episodes of Aqua Teen Hunger Force and the Boondocks due to cultural sensitivities. Before I go into any more of this, I want to talk about cultural sensitivities. They're bullshit. They change constantly. There should be a constant, a norm, but we don't have that. What entertainment is a mile marker of where we were at that point in time. So if this episode of Aqua Teen Hunger Force was released in 2006, those are the cultural sensibilities of 2006, and guess what? Shit was acceptable then because it was humor. It was a joke. It's like when people want to go after Eddie Murphy for the offensive things he said in his stand-up special. Guess what? It's stand-up. Get over yourself. So the official story is the popular Cartoon Network programming block Adult Swim have announced that various episodes from several of their animated series have been permanently retired from streaming and broadcast due to cultural sensitivities. Adult Swim's attempts to erase these episodes from public consciousness was first discovered in June when Aqua Teen Hunger Force fans noticed that the episode Shake Like Me, in which Master Shake gradually turns into a stereotypical black person after being bitten by a radioactive black man, had suddenly been removed from HBO Max and Adult Swim's official website. Well, let me stop it right there. I couldn't even read the description without laughing. It's funny, and I'm not going to apologize for it being funny. Curiously, the episode made a brief reappearance on HBO Max in August before being swiftly removed from the streaming service once more. Shortly thereafter, fans found that the Boondocks episode, The Story of Jimmy Rebel, which had previously been banned by broadcast by Adult Swim due to its heavy use of satirical racist humor, was also unavailable for streaming on HBO Max. When reached for comment, an HBO Max representative informed the Daily Beast that Shake Like Me and The Story of Jimmy Rebel were unavailable due to neither of those episodes being part of our streaming deals. However, in a separate statement, a representative for Adult Swim contradicted HBO Max and told the news outlets that the episode has been permanently retired due to cultural sensitivities. So first off, they fucking lied to you. They always lie to you. Oh, it's been retired. It's not part of our streaming deal. I don't know what happened. I'm not lying to you. I'm not full of shit. Well, guess what? You are full of shit. When Adult Swim transitions a series to a new platform, we determine what episodes are selected through creative and cultural filters and our standards and practice policies, the Adult Swim representative explained. Oftentimes, these decisions are made in collaborations with the show's creators. Oftentimes, but not always. Folks, real quick, if I can stop for a minute, this is why you want to buy your physical media and not rely on streaming, because dickheads like this make these decisions for you. You want the complete series of something if we're going to have it streaming? No. There's a reason why people don't want the best of. They want everything. And anyone out there, oh, I hate that collector mentality about collecting everything. It's a TV show. Why would I not want those episodes if I'm a fan of the show? There are very few episodes of shows that I hate so much that I want them to disappear. You know what? I love It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I hate the episode Dee and Charlie Find Love. I think it's a stupid episode. Do I want it taken off Hulu? Fuck no. I want it to stay. Because it's a part of the show. These people don't need to make these decisions for you. We, the consumer, needs to make that decision for ourselves. If it's offensive, let it be offensive and let those people dictate what offensive is. A couple months ago, it was Gone with the Wind. Then it's something else. It's always something new. We're always looking for this cultural boogeyman. We're always looking for a reason to be offended and to censor ourselves. Disney did it last time with Mulan. Well, based on the release of this video. This is before Mulan, but we'll figure that out later. But Disney did it with Mulan because they didn't want to offend the sensibilities of the Chinese government. And guess what? They ended up thanking a part of the world that committed cultural genocide and forced sterilizations. So that's what happens when big companies decide for you what is offensive, what for you is appropriate. And I'm tired of this crap. Oh, I may sound militant, but you know what? I'm tired. I care about entertainment. I love this shit. We all do. You know, I got shows on in the background I record. We play video games. We read comics. We talk about TV shows. Not just here on the channel, but everybody in society has some form of entertainment. Maybe you like to play Sudoku and read the New York Times or the New Yorker. Or maybe you want to play Call of Duty and Halo. Guess what? It's all entertainment. And if this pandemic has shown us anything, it shows you how much we rely on entertainment from our phones, our TVs, everything. But guess what? It used to be a situation where, oh, you want to watch something, it's all there at your fingertips. Well, now it's all there asterisk because whatever the cultural sensibility, this is a fucking lie. I'm sorry. I can't even get a thought through. This is all one big lie. And guess what? It gets uglier and stinkier. It goes on to say that unsurprisingly, the removal of these episodes did not sit well with fans who took to social media to voice their frustration and confusion over the programming block's seemingly hypocritical decision to promote sensitivity by censoring the work of a black creator. Adult Swim does an entire spiel about how BLM is epic, but shit cans the Boondocks for being insensitive, observed a Twitter user, Paragon Deku. User Ricka Noodles noted how the voice actor of Frylock, who is black, has had to use multiple GoFundMes to not go homeless and repair his house because Adult Swim refuses to pay him royalties and sarcastically encourages Adult Swim to keep censoring cartoons for those sweet epic virtue signal points. After pointing out that the Boondocks was written and produced by a black man, user Clockwork Rizza asked, doesn't this count as Adult Swim silencing black creatives? Yes it does, dude. Yes it does. As criticism and backlash continued to mount against Adult Swim for their decision, Adult Swim Senior Vice President and Creative Director Jason DeMarco took to his personal Twitter in order to insult and antagonize upset fans. Guys with usernames like PP and Poopoo are super pissed about this, so let me save you some time. I don't have anything to do with these decisions, I don't care, and complaining to me won't help change any of it. Hope that helps. He goes on to say, yep, I made this decision. It was all me. Oh, son of a bitch. 99% of the comments are racist, mad about our BLM video, who now think they have a club to hit me back with. Stay mad. You know what? We will stay mad. Because he can't let it go. He goes on to say a bunch of bros with 30 followers and anime avatars screaming into a void about hypocrisy because some episodes of TV shows were pulled off a streaming service. Good Lord, grow up. Well, listen, bitch. Our numbers are close to 200,000. I don't have an anime avatar. I have artwork that I drew myself. I've always dreamed of being on Adult Swim and having a show based off the weird crap that we want to produce. Yeah, I fit your aesthetic of Black Lives Matter. So do the other guys on our show. We ain't white. But guess what? We find your shit just as stupid and offensive. You fucking hypocrite. You want to talk about hypocrisy? Instead of all this BLM shit, go save Frylock's house. Adult Swim is owned by Turner, who has billions of fucking dollars. Don't give me this shit. Thankfully, this douchebag pulled back because he has no conviction. Gonna delete this one because it was a bridge too far and I was annoyed. The internet is forever, of course, but I think leaving it up sends a worse message than writing it to begin with. Bad call on my part to get snippy. Bad day in life can easily turn into bad days on Twitter if you let them. I keep needing to relearn this lesson over and over again, but being negative on here just brings you negativity. Whew. I want to say thank God for cooler heads prevailing, but you're full of shit, dude. I think the truth comes out when people are angry, and this is what you want to cultivate on Adult Swim. Why would anyone want to watch Adult Swim? It was meant to be edgy adult programming. You know what Adult Swim is. Your candy ass works there. But you know what? You're no longer Adult Swim. You no longer have the balls that Adult Swim had. You guys need to just go away forever. If you can't put out the content that's been socially approved for decades, well, believe me, some of your shows like Mr. Pickles and Super Jail, I guess they need to go away too, because whatever cultural insensitivities you want to talk about, they're no worse than outright violence. It's like those weird Puritan people that say, oh, my kid can watch somebody get shot up and killed on TV, but a titty? The titty is the line. You know what? All titties are great. Leave them in your shows. You know, leave your adult rating, but you know what? Don't censor that. I find it so funny that humor and sexuality are censored heavily here in the West, but we can have stupid amounts of violence. Why not have it all? It is the West after all. We were the Wild West, but apparently somewhere in that transition, again, we had our balls snipped. Like I said, thankfully cooler heads prevailed with this spiral curse DeMarco dude, but at the end of the day, it's out there forever. Like you said, the internet doesn't forget. And maybe you should realize that it's not just angry white dudes or weeaboos with anime avatars, but people like me who have historically bought your products, who aren't white, that like your shows, like the Boondocks. Stank Meaner, come the fuck on. That shit was great, but you're taking it away. Me and my buddy Deshaun in college used to stand out in the hallway every night after the Boondocks, and for some reason we never watched it together, but we'd stand out in the hallway and quote that shit back and forth because it's a good show. It had a great theme song, it was funny, I had really no complaints about it. But it's insensitive by today's standards. Guess what? Suck a dick. Everything's offensive by today's standards. So folks, thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I'm angry about this one. I don't know why. Because you know what it is? It's about preservation. We don't preserve anything anymore because it's offensive, so we just make it disappear. But what about one day when the cultural sensibilities of today are no longer cool, and we realize the mistake we've made and the monster we've created? That's what we are. This society is Frankenstein's monster. It was created with intentions of whatever, but it backfired massively, and now we're just standing around with our dicks in our hands watching all of our favorite entertainment fall by the wayside. So folks, thank you for watching. I hope this gets everywhere. But thank you for watching, folks. We'll be back next time with more. And yes, Mulan, put it down for Monday. Why? Because it turned into an hour and 10-minute recording session, which requires a lot of editing and visuals to go with that. And I want to put out the best video possible, Mauler style, instead of just trying to cut corners to get something out for today, Thursday, October 1st. So happy Schlocktoberfest, folks. If you like our content, we know you do, help us out because YouTube doesn't want to. So check us out on Patreon. $1 a month goes a long way, but $5, which is only 17 cents a day, goes even further. Patreon.com/worldclassbs. And we offer all sorts of great things like Schlocktoberfest. It's going to be a month-long celebration of horror and all Halloween-related things. And guess what? We're running a special. For only $5 this month, you can get everything across all tiers. So if you like it, stick around. In November, it reverts back to the normal ways. But until then, have fun. So folks, I'm going to head out of here because I got a lot of content to talk about. A lot of these jabronis need to be held under a magnifying glass. So I'll be back next time with more. But whatever you do, always be excellent to each other.